Hey everyone, Nuno here, welcome back to Aisha Town episode 30, and yeah, we have like a lot of things to look forward on today's episode. Now, last episode we were building, or we started to build a new industrial area, as you guys can see here in the corner. We can kind of like zoom it a little bit more in here. Now, in this area we have already brought in some of our main industrial services or utilities. So we have waste management with recycling centers. We have energy with the solar updraft, which is kind of like could be a little bit of an issue later on, because it depends on how much solar exposure you have to produce energy. So it may how you say, balance or shift between values, and that's something we need to have in mind in the future when the city grows into bigger states or situations. We also have here, which is the sewage management. We have two inland plants, so it's gonna do a lot of pollution, but I'm fine. This is a location this is an empty valley, so I think it's a very good location for this industrial area. We also have here the bus depot, which basically, I mean, it would be fine if it was staying in here in the North Park Industries, but it's not. Either way, now let's look into what we want to do. And by the way, the mouse is always giving me issues. I don't know why. Maybe I have to find a new one. It's only the scroll wheel that is kind of like giving me issues. Either way, we still have postal sorting facility. I don't mind having it in here. It should be fine. And we also have this industrial area that we haven't yet move it away from where it is. Now, we are going to, first of all, we have to zone this. This is going to be a new industrial area. It doesn't matter. It's going to be more than one. We're going to have the ore industry coming up in here. Kind of, because we are going to have extractors in here, so we're going to have like a lot of ore resources to extract, but you also need the production buildings for that ore industry, which should be maybe around here outside the area where we can kind of like produce that resources. I also want to do some kind of connection between this industrial area and this other area in here, which is the farm. By the way, we're going to change names because Valley Industries makes more sense in here because it's in a valley instead of here. So this one, it's a farm area. I'm going to call these probably Uncle Joe's farms or Uncle Joe's. And basically we have Uncle Joe is like, could be like a multinational company that owns this area, and they have like these farms with the greenhouses and the normal areas. They're gonna be selling products like Uncle Joe apples, Uncle Joe burgers, Uncle Joe apple pies, whatever. It's basically they're gonna sell everything they want with the name Uncle Joe, which is not a bad idea. And this way I can have the Valley Industries names into here. So Valley Industry, let's start building, let's call this area in here. It doesn't need to be perfect, by the way, so it's just an industrial area, this in here, which is going to be called right now it's called Park Hills. Of course it's not going to be called Park Hills, it's Valley Industries, which, by the way, it's the same name in here, so we're gonna have to change that. But let's look into policies, see if there's anything that we can use to make it better. I mean, I think we should add smoke detectors, mostly because it's going to reduce the risk of fire, and industrial areas normally have a lot of industrial danger, per se, kind of. We could do recycling, although, to be honest, this is industrial. I don't think it would do much. Other than that, I don't see if we have anything in here that really makes much of a difference. We could do taxations in here, but that doesn't mean much. City planning, maybe we could do what is this? Industrial space planning. So double the amount of goods produced by zoned industrial buildings. Okay, I like that. We can have industrial space planning, so we're gonna have more goods. So hopefully we're gonna be able to sell more. It's gonna have an upkeep, but I think it should be fine in my opinion. Other than that, I think we could also have workers union later on. I don't think now would be that much of a value. Oh, industry 4.0. So what it does, it's industrial workplaces are for well and high educated citizens, increase production output, reduces workplaces by okay. No, we're not gonna do that yet. I mean, later on we could, yet no. Okay, so Valley Industries is here, ready to receive the first buildings. Just change the name in here to Uncle Joe Farm. So let's just call Uncle Joe Farm. It should be fine. This is gonna be a different kind of like business in here. So like I said, a multinational that took control of this area, and they're paying us really well with the profits from their business, kind of. North Park Industries, let's also change it to just North Park, because industries are not gonna be here that long, or for that long. Before doing anything, let's just do an important thing, which is kind of like change the connection, electricity connection in here, because we are going to, we can move it just to here. We're gonna have to erase this because this industrial area is not gonna be here anymore, and I'm not even sure how it's gonna be the connection through here. So why not, I mean, eventually we're gonna have to move these around. We're gonna have to redesign this layout in here. That's my opinion. But for now, let's go here and build this industrial area per se. Now, we are going to give these areas some services, including the firehouse. We want to have like a small firehouse around here, so we have a little bit of control. Now, the firehouse itself, we can have it in here, so it's kind of like very near to the highway connection, and it kind of gives a good control over through this area, because there's gonna be fires, I'm pretty much sure, and if we don't do that, that's gonna be an issue. Next, let's start building our industrial zoning. Now, we could build around, I mean, I'm gonna leave this area in here for this kind of sewage facilities. Although we could have like smaller buildings right back through here. So these are going to be small industrial buildings. We don't have many employees in here, but that should be fine for the time being. And you can see there's like already some buildings being built. Other than that, I think we're gonna have to focus more in these areas in here. So we're gonna have like a perfect, not gonna be perfect because there's like a little bit of lack of demand over there. I don't know why. I think we can build up until here, and then from here there's some issues with probably the way that this land is built. You know what, let's just pause this for a second. Let's remove one of these lands. We're gonna have one of these zonings, because we're gonna place, I think we can place walking paths. Now, I'm not going to place with trees because, let's be honest, no one is going to be, the trees won't survive here. So if trees are not going to survive here, then it makes no sense to have them, okay? So let's just place a simple walking path so that the workers around here, they can kind of cross around in between these buildings, so that becomes a little bit easier for them to just walk around. And I think we can also do the same thing in here, so kind of like do a division. By the way, I think we can do it like that here also. We're not destroying any buildings, and by doing so, why not having a crossing around here? I think it could work fine to have like this crossing where they can move around here and just cross around this area. I mean, is it perfect? Probably not, but it should work. And by doing so, it also kind of fixed this entire area, so we can have this entire area with that kind of fix. This one in here, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, let's just do these two buildings. So probably gonna have a building facing this street, and this one's probably gonna either face this street or this avenue I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I just remember there's like in here, we need to give priority to this road because this is the main road, okay? So let's give priority to these guys. They're like the main. The avenue has priority, that's for sure. Okay, so Valley Industries is starting to grow up as an industry. Definitely, we need to do another road connection because this one is very little. It's not enough in my opinion, so we're gonna have to do something else in here, some kind of outside connection. In fact, I think we can move this up to here and kind of like connect through here like a regional, you wouldn't say, yeah, kind of like regional road or something like that. We could do that. I think we have enough space, and also it would kind of like move around with the ore industry layer on and maybe make it even easier. We could definitely do some kind of like in here some simple interchange like this one, similar to in here. So we could do that and kind of have like multiple entry points to Valley Industries. Of course, this one is the main one because you have like the fastest route, kind of. Although you have like this is a very big slope, but I think cars should move fine in here, even when they're going up. I mean, going down it's fine, but going up, yeah, it should be fine, I think. we can try to check it out. So let's go to the point of view of this truck and see how it moves. Yeah, it's fine. It's a very steep one here on the top, but yeah, it's fine. And then you have your way into the regional highway, and yeah, that's fine. Perfect. All right, so with that done, and we already have built. Oh man, we already have all these buildings in here. That's good. So our industries here on Valley are thriving. So that means we can now kind of like dezone this entire area. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something else also. I forgot completely. I mean, this is an industrial area, right? So I think we need some parking spots in here, so that people can, you know, I mean, there are parking spots in this. Yeah, you have parking spots in the buildings themselves. But maybe it wouldn't be too bad to have like a parking spot where most of these guys can like stop their cars. So I'm looking into this area in here. So we could have like, it doesn't need to be a big one, okay? We can have like a small parking spot in here. I think we can have like, can we do like this one? I think this one would be better. It says space already occupied, that's fine. We can use something like this, and maybe we can even bring it back through here. So that means I have to erase this a little bit. So yeah, we can go like that, and yeah, from here on we can kind of like connect this and have like this small parking spot. Let's just place everything at the same height because I think that's kind of like an issue. So I think it's Control H, and I think we're gonna do all at this height. So basically we won't have any issues with the parking spot. I would like to add some trees in here, but I know that trees will not survive this area. Unfortunately, I don't think trees will survive. We can add like a few of these small bushes, something like that. Do we have any grass we can add in here that would look good? I don't know. Maybe we do have something here, like small grass. I don't know. No. Nothing of that works. And yes, let's finish by adding the park itself. So I'm gonna go with these ones, which are like smaller versions of it. I think we will have enough space in here to place a few of these, and hopefully, let's see if it's, I think it works like that. And then we can have like some This industrial, we could have like some disability version of it. Like here. Maybe we can have more than one. For sure, we can have another one in here. It's not gonna be perfect, but at least it should work. And let's have another one in here and another one in here. See if I can align it. Okay, so it's left like a small part. We could definitely place another car in here. We could have like a single one. Why not? We can use the entire area for our benefit. Okay, so we have now parking spots in here. Not sure if it's gonna be used as much, but at least we have that little bit of area over there. Looking into here now, we want to, of course, erase all of this because this is not gonna be needed. Not anymore. And we need to understand what's gonna happen now here on this layout. The first thing I'm gonna do before anything else is I need to do a small break in here, so I know that we have the right amount of street to this post office. You know, I'm thinking about maybe it's not a bad idea to move these into this new industrial area. We could have like maybe around here wouldn't be too bad. But if we do that, then we're not going to have any energy or electricity in this area, so that's going to be maybe a problem. Maybe. By the way, let's just erase this street in here. And yeah, we have to think about how we're going to redesign this new area. Now, we still have a little bit of pollution. Well, it's going to take a long time to kind of, not really a long time, but I think a few years until this pollution is out of the land. Oh, ho ho. We can see we already are having issues with electricity, so let's just kind of like build, connect to this pole in here so we can have electricity and kind of move it into there. I didn't realize we had like a lack of electricity. Because North Park Industries before was like the hub of where we had all our power, and now it's coming from here, from Valley Industries, which is a bit further, and therefore we need to do a bit of changing, or we had to do that kind of redesign in the infrastructure. Okay, so we need to figure out what we're going to do with the post facility, the sorting facility, and what we're going to do also with the bus intercity hub. Now, I'm thinking about making these the central piece in here, kind of. It's like you can come from the highway. This is the main way area where you would have to get into. So you would come through here, jump into the city, then go here and come back through here, so you can go into this area. Or you could also come through here, although that wouldn't make much of a sense to come from there. We could make something around here also where they could kind of like drop off and come through this Uncle Joe's farming. But I'm pretty much sure they will come through this area, through these roundabouts, and back and into the city, and from here they can kind of move around. We are having issues with not enough raw materials. Why is that? We have so much, don't we? Yeah, we have so many crops. Okay, garbage is pulling in, so we are having issues with garbage. Okay, I'm all over the place, mostly because okay, garbage is not being well. You see, the coverage in here is very weak. So that may be one of the reasons. It wouldn't be too bad of an idea to maybe come here and do the road connection before even starting with the North Park. Yeah, let's do that. let's do a connection in here. I think this would be the best way. We're gonna go with an overpass. I think that works in my opinion. So the overpass is gonna be industrial road, by the way. So let's do the overpass in here. I'm not entirely sure how high it should be. I think it should go like, I don't know, 12 meters should be more than enough to have this overpass around here. Maybe we can go with, I don't know if this is the best approach. You know what, it doesn't matter how I do this, because yeah, it seems to work fine. Let's just do a pause in here. Let's go through this process and see. You know, here is fine. You have like, and I think in here should be fine too. Let's kind of move forward and see how the cars are going through here. Yeah, it works. There's enough coverage for these cars to go by, and in here too, yeah, it works. It's fine. So that's perfect, this bridge in here. So we first build the bridge. I'm happy with. Next we want to kind of like connect this bridge through here. That is fine also. Is it the perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it kind of connects here, so I'm happy with that. And now this is gonna be the challenge. How are we going to connect this through there? I mean, we have let's use a little bit the free flow. I think that's kind of where we can come to. I think we can go up to 4 meters in here. Should be fine. I kind of wanted to go through here though, and I think we can go through here and kind of move it around here like so, and then we kind of, this is not gonna be perfect, by the way. I think I don't think this is gonna be perfect, but you know what? We need to erase this for now. And I think we need to move this a bit further in here, so we can try to do this kind of like connection. It's not the prettiest thing, that's for sure, but you know what, it should be fine. And we already have some cars driving through here. Now this is going to be a very bumpy road in here. It goes up, down, and then it goes up. Let's use move it to kind of like bring in this area in here and kind of like give a slope through this entire area. I think that's where we kind of want this to be. So I think if we slope this, it's gonna be, yeah, I think it's gonna be more, it's gonna be softer, you know, it's gonna be a long run up, but it's softer. And now we have like a connection between the Uncle Joe farm and this area without having to go through the highway. I'm not sure if there's gonna be like a lot of cars driving through here, but yeah, let's just make it so. Another thing, I don't think we need time in here, any traffic lights. I think cars coming from here, they can stop and just move. There's not going to be a lot of traffic, so it makes no sense to have traffic lights in here. The only thing I don't like is that probably there's going to be like a lot more movement between here and trucks going through here. We could just ban these tracks from going through this from Cherry. But for now, I think that should be fine. And I'm kind of happy with the way that Valley Industries now looks like. Okay, with that connection over there, we now have the possibility to do just an interchange in here, a very simple one, which is good for cars that from trucks and if you want to go through this side, then it would be perfect. All right, now let's look into North Park. Also, because we're already 25 minutes, we have like maybe around 5 to 10 minutes to kind of come up with the idea in here. We're probably not gonna finish this, and I'm really sorry for that. But yeah, now we're gonna have to pause it because we're gonna have to change these electricity poles, wanting it or not. That's something that's gonna happen. Because we're gonna have to move buildings around and rebuild this entire area. Now, the sorting facility, I don't mind having it around here in this area, and you kind of let's move it temporarily to here. We're not gonna keep this in here. I think we're gonna have to use it here in the North Park. I think that's where it makes more sense. I'm also gonna have to move this away for now, and we're gonna place it. Let's place it around. Where can we place it? A place that doesn't have any. We're gonna move it back, so it's fine. Any place that accepts it would be fine for me. Okay, I think this is the. Doesn't it? Okay, it accepts here. Okay, we're gonna move that away from there. Don't worry, guys. By the way, I'm not worried, but. Yeah. We are also going to erase some of this, and we're gonna have to rethink the way we did this interchange connection. Let's also erase some of these trees. I don't want them in here. So we have a little bit more empty space where you can kind of see what we want to do. We're gonna do the same thing in here. We're gonna use move it though. I think it's better to just use move it and just remove trees from here. It's a shame, but we're gonna bring them back. I'm not worried with that. So let's just erase these trees. You know what? Let's just erase these ones into here. Mostly because now we have a little bit of space. We're gonna we're gonna bring more trees because this is gonna be kind of like an area where we want people to come in and enjoy it. So let's look at here and see how big is this, because we want to build something around it. So we need to understand how big this is. So this is okay, this is not easy to do it in here, so I would say this is around here to here. Okay, we can try to do 22 units. All right, 22 units. We're gonna do a street with trees. One-way roads with trees. Yeah, that's better. I think that's the best approach. So the buses will come from the right to the left, and has kind of like a flow in here to kind of bring it in. I want it to be probably central like this. Let's go with I think it's, like I said, 22 units. This is not much of a. This is not very central. Okay, so that was a bad work I did in there. You know what? Let's do some kind of like. Let's bring this in here, up to the place where I want, and then let's do 11 to one side, 11 to another. Okay, so kind of like, let's go 11 here, and let's go. Can I go 12? Yes, I can. I just have to turn off guidelines. There you go. And of course, turn on guidelines and switch it back like that. And of course, remove this line. So now it's kind of a line to here, which is kind of where I want it. Let's move this back. Right, come on. Let's move this back here. I think. Okay, I think this is good. So this is kind of like the central area. I also want to use one-way roads, if I can. I don't know if I may have done this a little bit harder for me, but let's go like that. And I kind of want to go. You know what? We can go like that. Dude, can we go like this? And you know what? We're gonna do... Okay, I think we can go like this. This in here. Turn off the guidelines, the road guidelines, and bring it back. I want to go around here for the very simple reason that I think... okay, maybe I've done that wrong. And yeah, I've done that wrong. No, I like to have the trees that way. Trees can be only in here, that's fine. And we kind of can get this from here and get this through here. Okay. So we kind of have the possibility that buses can move around this entire area, and it should be fine. Now, where is going to be the coming in and going out of this area? I think we can have different locations where they can come in and out. I'm thinking about this roundabout in here. I think this one can be a one-way road up to here, and now let's turn on the guidelines, and it kind of connects like that. And I'm happy with that. You go to the roundabout and you go here, one way in. Not gonna be the only way in, because I'm thinking about doing a maybe this way around. And this one, you know what? We can kind of like. I'm just trying to see ideas in here, see if it works the way I'm thinking about this. The trees are going to be a problem, of course, but yeah, let's just move this like that. And the problem in here is that this is a very... Yeah, I don't like this one here. That one will not work out the way I want, so let's try to do something different in here. Let's go... How many units was this? Let's go 5 units. And then let's go another 5 units. Let's go with 5 units. Another 5 units in here. And now I think this should work. This is now where it goes flat. I think it can go flat up to here, and maybe from here then we go and we do the... In here I don't have a problem to be like that. And that should be fine, because in here now we can have a double road going up from, I think, this point in here. So you can turn on, go through here. It's only one-way roads, by the way, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. Let's turn on Anarchy and see what we can do by connecting here. Let's also use... I know I had like... I had a tool. I don't remember what is this short key. Just a second. I have to go here to the options. Node controller. Control N. Okay, so that's what I want to do. So I want to go... By the way, I want to go to this node. Control N. Or maybe I need to... It's not working. Okay, now it works. So we can go here and kind of like increase this in here so it kind of looks slightly better, the roundabout. And now we can use the marking tools and bring in the these lines in here. So shift for solid. Let's just connect it to here and do this properly, hopefully. We also have an we have an issue in here. I'm looking at this and let me see how I can move that around. There is some kind of issue in here. We have an issue in this roundabout, or I may be mistaken, but I think there it is. Now we can erase this in here again. There's definitely okay. So I may have just ended up destroying completely my roundabout. And that is why you shouldn't do it. Oh man, this is crazy right now. I may have just destroyed the roundabout, and because I didn't use move it, there's no way I can go back and kind of like make it. Okay, so I just completely destroyed a roundabout. A perfectly fine roundabout that we had in here was completely destroyed. There was a bug. I'm pretty much sure there was a bug in here in this roundabout, but now I'm pretty much sure that this roundabout is no longer working properly because it's missing something. Okay, so let's kind of like try to do this. Let's go 5 units, wait another 5 units, and hopefully try to I think that works. 5 units with 5 units. Okay, and the same thing happens here. Let's go 5 units and connect it in here, and now let's just move into the right position. Yeah, it works. I still need to kind of play around with the node controller, but at least I fixed it. I will have to fix that. I'm gonna have to fix that for sure off camera, because it's already 37 minutes of gameplay and I've lost way too much time in here. Let's look at the electricity in here. So let's just bring power to here and through here. And of course we're gonna have to bring power to this area, which by the way right now it doesn't have. So we're gonna have to at least try to connect through. Okay, no, not here. This was not a good plan. I think we can connect it like that. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have this. We're spending more time and more money with these power lines, but we're gonna remove them later on. Now these roundabouts are kind of strange. You have like traffic lights in here. Oh man, that is crazy. Let me just do something here. I think it's here. So if I go with a roundabout shift click, so I can do like this, and this is like okay, shift click. So this is like a proper roundabout now. There's also issues with some bus stops in here that I'll have to fix. But either way, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. We didn't really move forward as much as I wanted, but we are starting to work with North Park. So we're gonna have this becoming a prettier place, hopefully. That also means I'm not happy with this now that I look at this angle. I'm not entirely sure if this is what I want. You know what? Before finishing it, let's do that. Let's just say, hey, I'm not happy with this, okay? I'm not. So we are going to move. gonna move this to here, and now let's go. By the way, let's just erase this one in here also. I think that's kind of like the best approach we have. Not sure how we're gonna do that later on, but I think this is what we're gonna do. Now, 5 units. Let's turn off road guidelines, by the way. Let's go 5 units here with 5 units here, and then 5 units in here, and then it connects here. No, that's not it also. I thought it could be, but it's not. Because, oh yeah, I remember now. We have these in here. We had these in here before, which, how many units was it? I think it was like 4 units. I think it was 4 units. So let's go 3, 4. Let's go to 4 units. Let's change this. And by the way, lights went out right now where I am. So I don't really have as much time because my batteries won't last long. So let's just finish this and finish today's episode. So 5 units here with 5 units here, and then let's connect the other 5 units in here. I still think this is kind of like short, but yeah, I think it works now a little bit better than it used to. And let's just try to connect this through here. I would rather say I would want to connect this to here. Why do we have this bus stopping in here? That's so strange. Oh man, I really don't know. Let's, by the way, let's do like that so it can have like this node. And let's connect it to here. I think that's kind of like the proper way, hopefully. Okay, so this is gonna be it for today's video, and I'm gonna have to next video 31, I'm sorry, we're episode 30, yeah, 31. We're going to kind of bring trees, bring parks in here, plazas, maybe something like that, and we will see how it looks. Okay guys, that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys on my next video. If you have any kind of comments, leave a comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Oh yeah, don't forget, subscribe. Cheers.